everybody. This is Carly Cooper from carlycoopercoaching.com, where I teach you how to get shift done in your life and business. I recently had a conversation with a client of mine, and she was really torn because her current place of employment let her position go, but they created other options for her. And she felt as if it was more of a lateral move than it was a way for her to grow and feel fulfilled. And she was wondering what to do. And I think so many of us are faced with this. What do we do when we're faced with something that in our minds, in our heads, logically, we feel, well, that makes sense. It's what we should do based on what our heart is telling us, what we know we really want to do. And so many times our head is saying, do this, make this move, take this job because it's secure and it's safe and it's within your wheelhouse and you know it. But in your heart, you kind of feel like, yeah, but I'm really unfulfilled and I don't like it and I don't like the people or I don't want to work for somebody else, but you get scared. So the question is, do you follow your head or do you follow your heart? And given what I do and what I believe in the law of attraction, I would always say at first, go with your heart, right? Go with what feels good. Because remember, with law of attraction, whatever you put out energetically is what you get back. So if you are putting out stress and anger and guilt and obligation and dread, then you're going to pull results with those same kinds of emotions and feelings. But I know and I understand that it can feel difficult to take that risk, to take that leap of faith, to go into the unknown of following your heart. Because often what's in our heart is what our soul is calling us to do, but we're not currently doing it. And so it feels really unsafe and unsure. And am I going to make money at that? And I might not make money at that right away, but it feels really good. So how can I get over those fears? So there's actually a 5-step process that I want to take you through to help you process this. And it's really important to get it out of your head and stop thinking about it and really get it down on paper and to write it down because it's much easier for you to process it that way. So here are some key questions that I want you to ask yourself about the situation that you're in. The first question is, what is the end result you're looking for? What do you want most, or what's most important for you to feel at the end of this and why? So what's your why for making this decision? Okay, so that's the first question. I want you to take your time with these and really just sit down and think about them and write them down. The next question is I want you to list all of the options that you have moving forward. So if it's in your current job and they've given you other options, write those down. If there's something that you always wanted to try but you've never had the courage to do it, write that down as an option. If you're feeling pulled towards a new opportunity, write that down. So write down the list of all the opportunities that you're faced with right now. The third thing I want you to do is now take each opportunity and go through the old-fashioned way of writing your pros and cons for each. What's your pros and cons for each activity or each opportunity that you're faced with? Okay, again, write that down. The fourth thing I want you to do is look at each opportunity and write down the worst case scenario if it doesn't work out or what you're faced with. And I know that I generally like to talk about all the positive things, but this is a really important step because this will have you face those fears that you're thinking about, the reasons why you would stay in something or why you wouldn't take a risk. It's because of a fear that you have. So when you write out the worst case scenario, I'm going to fail at it, I don't know enough, I'll be broke, we won't make any money. Write those down because once you have what your worst case scenario is, then you can start to process it and come up with solutions, right? So when you have a problem in your mind and you put it out there, your mind automatically wants to find a solution and an answer to that problem. So that's what this step is going to help you do, is to get into that creative mode of problem solving, finding a solution. And then the last step I want you to write is, who else is this going to affect, right? So taking this new position or going for this new opportunity, who else is involved in that? Is it your family, your friends, your current coworkers? You know, how is that going to affect them? Because a lot of the times we feel held back because we think that other people are going to think we're nuts for taking that opportunity, or what are they going to think of me? So again, just write those down and process it. And then what I want you to do is just look at this, right? Look at the list and what you've created. And I want you to go back and ask yourself this question. What do I want to feel? And how will making this decision moving forward make me feel? It always has to come back down to your feelings, because that is what matters most. And I truly believe that when you take that leap of faith and trust and believe in your gut, it is there to steer you in the right direction. So if you need additional support with that, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to have a complimentary Get Shift Done strategy session with you where we can talk this out and process it. All you have to do is reach out to me at carlycoopercoaching.com or email me at carly@carlycoopercoaching.com and reach out to me for a complimentary session. If you like this video, please like it, please share it, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and comment. Let me know what you're faced with. You know, if you've ever been at that crossroads, how you make your decisions. Is it with your head or with your heart, and how's that working for you? So that's it. I hope this serves you and finds you well. And until next time, bye for now.